Hi Virgo. Welcome to your May reading. Okay. So, you want better for yourself. And that leads to some painful decisions. Jupiter moves into Pisces on the 13th. And from the 13th until July 28th, you get to plant whatever seeds you want. In December, Jupiter will come back to Pisces and stay for a while. And in December, you will see those seeds that you plant now begin to grow. So from that right there, you can tell that you need to know pretty far out here what you want to do next. For a lot of you, this is about money. And I'm happy to say that in May, your income increases and you have some great financial wins. For some of you, the astrology indicates that you finally find something you love to do. For others, you are still in the process of realizing that what you were doing is no longer for you. For those who are finding what they want to do, it completes this empty part of you that's been really searching and wondering, will I ever love to do a thing again? Congratulations. You can let go. You can stop worrying. You can stop holding on so tight. This Four of Pentacles is also indicative of the kind of conversations you're going to be having with your friends, with your work colleagues. It will seem like nobody is truly being honest about money. The Fool, the Three of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. For some of you, now is the time to really get rid of that bad habit that takes a lot of work and a lot of faith to walk away from. This bad habit is something that gives you control, either over another person or just the kind of control where you can communicate what you want and get it. Either way, it's something that you have access to that doesn't make you a better person. And it's time to give up that control. For many of you, it has to do with being able to say what you want and having that person just drop whatever they're doing and do what you want. And you just realize that this is not something that elevates you. It actually keeps you stuck at a certain level because you don't have to try. And so there are many of you who are walking away from things that not are too easy, but don't challenge you at all. And there is a distinction there. You're also seeing with that Three of Cups and the Fool, you're being brave enough to see what habits you had that were keeping you stuck. Especially around the eclipse, you're realizing things that, are obviously a part of your personality, but just were completely hidden from you. Things that you perhaps thought were integral parts of your identity that now you have to walk away from, and it feels like walking away from a lot of happiness when really it's walking towards your destiny and your greater good and away from a lot of toxicity. It may not feel like it though. I have written here, Jupiter insists that you are clear. Jupiter makes hard decisions appear and expects you to be grand and expects you to be the bigger person and be magnanimous. Jupiter expects a lot, but it also gives a lot. So it's okay, and you are up to the task for sure. Who doesn't want to see where their past mistakes are coming from and what in their past prompted those mistakes? These are all really positive insights, as long as you don't get stuck in, oh my God, everything is wrong with me. No, it's not that. It's not that everything is wrong with you. You're just evolving very quickly. So it's good to figure this stuff out and move forward. Saturn retrograde on the 23rd can make you feel really tired, make you feel like you're tripping over your words. Mercury retrograde begins on the 29th. Definitely tripping over your words then. A lot of people are coming back from your past. You may be the boogeyman coming back into somebody else's, life. That's just the way it is with these eclipses. That's just the way it is with these retrogrades. On the 26th, there is a lunar eclipse. And something hits you hard. Something that makes you realize what a past pain was about. Something that pushes you forward all at once really quickly. And it helps you to see who your friends are and what you're capable of and who believes in you and who wants to take that ride with you. Because there are a lot of people around who say they believe in you, say they're there for you, but they don't think you can do it, and they don't put their money where their mouth is. And you're beginning to distinguish. And it may be painful, but it's also necessary moving forward for you to know who really has your back. Love you. Let's look at these cards. Hi, Virgo. Welcome to the second part of your reading, and welcome to my hotel room. As you know, I'm traveling. Apologies for this video not being out on the 3rd as I had planned when Mercury enters Gemini. So we have some mutable business coming up, which is almost always great for you. But aside from all these planets moving into Gemini, you have Mercury, and then you have Venus, and then you have the Sun. More than that, you have Jupiter moving into a mutable sign as well. So that mutable placement is going to get lit up right away. You probably already experienced this considering it's the 4th of May. But that 4 of Pentacles, right away, it shows you what you just don't want to do anymore. It's not just what you're hanging on to. It's what you don't want to do anymore. It's things that you've been doing compulsively, habitually. Some of you work, most of you work habitually. It's not about liking it or loving it, or you just put one foot in front of the other, and then before you know it, a long time has passed. But May, right from the get-go, at least from the 3rd, it's been so in your face. No, forget the routine, forget the status quo, forget what you've always done. What do you want? Remember in the Notebook when he says, what do you want? What do you want? And she keeps telling him, no, but you don't understand my family. No, but you don't understand my mom. No, but you don't. It's such a Virgo conversation. She's such a Virgo, right? Because he keeps asking her a very simple question. What do you want? And she keeps giving him answers that have to do with other people. And it's such a great example of how both Virgos and Libras are so ruled by what others, the nameless, faceless others as well, not just people they know, what the others will think of them. A big part of the reason that you may not know what you want is because you've never really given it much thought. It reminds me of another movie, which I'm not sure how many of you have seen. It's about ballet. It's called Center Stage. And in it, the prima ballerina says to her mom at the end of the movie, I don't like ballet. I'm just good at it. Better than you were. You wanted it. You had a dream. You didn't get to do it. I happen to be better at it, but I don't want to do it. And I don't even really like it. This is a predicament I feel that Virgos find themselves in a lot. You're good at it, so you just keep doing it. Everybody else seems to be fairly happy with it. Keeps people off your back, keeps money in the bank. Just put one foot in front of the other. And for a long time, 4 of Pentacles, this has been your life. But something has changed. The Fool is drastic change. The Fool is chaotic. The Fool shakes things up because the Fool makes decisions that nobody can see coming. So for a lot of you, the people who know you are going to be really surprised by the end of May because you're making some decisions that nobody could have bet that you would make. And it all revolves around what it is that you want. Now, it is very difficult to extricate what you want from your bad habits. And that's the Three of Cups there and the Queen of Swords. Listen, be straight up with yourself. You know you have bad habits. You know they're killing you. Stop. Do the work. Make the intention. Make the commitment. Stop doing it. For a lot of you, this is gossiping. For some of you, it's not eating well. For others of you, it's not getting up and moving around. For others of you, it's using people as objects. For others of you, it's clinging to a relationship that's not good for you at all and quite abusive. But it provides a certain level of security that you think you can't leave without, leading me to my next thing. For a lot of you, that Three of Cups is going to hit you in the face as cowardice. And I don't think that's something you're comfortable with. That Queen of Swords is harsh. Your realizations are harsh. These are Gemini realizations. It comes to you straight, especially after Venus moves into Virgo. That Three of Cups is like, what are you doing? How many people are you stringing along and for what? I don't even mean emotionally, like in terms of love. I mean, just how many people are you stringing along? Just in case you need them. These things all coalesce into what is going to seem like a huge karmic moment. Judgment card. Where the truth of you is laid bare. It doesn't have to be in front of other people. It doesn't even matter. The truth itself is so jarring, but so helpful that you can see Hanged Man, Nine of Wands, what's been holding you back and keeping you stagnant. A lot of you have been thinking for the past year, aside from the quarantining and everything, what inside, motivation-wise, what's holding me back? May lets you know exactly what it is. And you make the right decision, Eight of Cups, and you get the hell away from all that. Good for you. When you do that, one of the states that you should adopt or will naturally come over you is one of equanimity. Very Sagittarius. I'm cool with whatever, man. I'm just going with this flow. Once you get there, the Chariot, the flow opens up. The flow says, oh, you're good? You're good with going with me? Come on then. Let me show you some stuff. Eight of Wands, then things speed up real fast. Ace of Pentacles, and then they start to pay off real fast. The Magician. And then you're back. That person that people looked up to, that person that people respect, that person whose knowledge, whatever career you may be in, is highly valued. It's not like in the interim you weren't all those things, you just didn't feel like you were. But something has sparked you up and you are back. Bottom of the deck here is this Seven of Cups. Now that you're back, one of the things that's going to happen inevitably is people are going to try to come in and confuse you. See, a Virgo that's not feeling all that great about themselves is very useful. Pardon me for being cynical for a second. I'm not speaking as me here. I'm giving you the thought process of a manipulative person who would want to use you for something. It's quite easy, right? It's quite easy because once you confuse a Virgo about their worth, about their value, their standards disappear. And when your standards disappear, that's when the bad habits kick in. That's when the stagnation kicks in. that's when Lotharios like this Sagittarius or this Cancer kick in. So here, your body may require some treatment here and there, some stretching, some massage, but the real healing here is in this knowing what your Three of Cups is, facing it, being okay with it, and turning it into an asset. Turning any aspect of your self that is at the moment of liability into an asset, well, that's the game. And don't start thinking for a second that there are people out here who don't have any flaws and don't have any bad habits. If it's a race to perfection, relax, Virgo, you'll still get there first. Love you. Let's get into the extended. It's up on Vimeo and under the Virgo tier on Patreon, or the Virgo plus the Za tier, which is the Virgo early part 1, which is out on the 20th of April. This part 2, the extended, and also all our morning walks. Love you, love you. See you in the extended right now.